Trust me, I know how ridiculous this sounds, but hear me out.
Come join me as I do stuff and things. It's joy of all trades.
Hello, my name is Bianca Swift. This is Joy of All Trades, and boy, do I have a story for you. So I became a pescatarian around middle school in 8th grade, surrounded by crazed, weirdly hormonal kids and teachers that really did not know what they were doing. But it was middle school, and like everyone else, I was a slave to the scholastic book fair. But my parents, who were reasonable adults, would almost never give in to my burning desires to have spy kits or the A to Z mystery box sets. Child abuse. But on my daycare bus, there was one girl who always got what she wanted from the scholastic book fair. This girl, let's call her Sasha. That's just her name, dog. Anyway, this year Sasha had gotten so many things from the book fair that her backpack was just like weighing her down, and I was insanely jealous, as well as everyone else on my daycare bus. And of course, since it was middle school and we were all filled with emo, hormonal, preteen rage, she was a dictator about it. I gotta fix my thing. Which is why I didn't feel bad when all of my middle school friends scurried off to the daycare, as well as Sasha. A book fell out of one of her box sets and settled gracefully on the floor, and me, being the anti-hero of everyone's dreams, I promptly borrowed it forever to keep. Am I the bad guy in this story? Fast forward to the book read stealthily and sneakily in awkward corners and under daycare blankets that always smelled like pee for some reason. We were in middle school. What even was that? I finished this book in a record-breaking day and a half, which I could not do now. I have never finished a book in a day now. So, long story short, I'm sure you're wondering, what does this have to do with you becoming pescatarian? Well, everything. And we break. Dun dun dun. So this book that I had liberated from Sasha was called The Rescue. And in it, we open on a dark and stormy night. Our protagonist is having a bad dream about drowning. She's so rattled, she wakes up her parents and they suggest a midnight snack. She goes down to the kitchen, her mother opens the fridge, and the daughter points to the Tupperware container. She's craving what's inside. And warily, her parents reheat the Tupperware's contents and present her with the food she asked for. Fried chicken. Very dramatic to end a fried chicken, right? But wait, there's more. She's presented with the fried chicken, but lo and behold, she looks upon it in disgust. Why? Because she's been a vegetarian for 2 years. Now, why would someone who's been a vegetarian for 2 years crave fried chicken? That's what I was asking myself. The plot thickens. So, after this incident, she decides to go to bed without consuming the fried chicken. She goes to sleep and has another nightmare, and she feels a strange pull towards the ocean. And this time she responds. She goes out in the middle of the storm and finds herself running across ragged beaches. This is Maine, by the way. And who does she find but a golden retriever, body bashed and bruised against the rocks. And she does her best to get him as safe from the water as she can. Then she goes and gets her parents, and together, along with a hefty vet bill, they nurse the dog back to health. Can you see where this is going? But wait, how did she know the dog was there in the first place? Why did she crave fried chicken? Why does she seem to know all of the dog's ins and outs and all of its nuances, from not wanting to eat on metal bowls to hating sailboats in the ocean? It's because she and the dog have a telepathic bond. Why does it sound like I'm giving a book trailer? No, but seriously, let's talk for a minute about representation. Yeah, you thought you'd get out of this without some sort of message? Nay, laddie, you were wrong. It's bad now, but imagine 10 years ago, when I was in 8th grade, burning for someone to relate to, a hero, a girl who saved the day who looked like me, even if I didn't know it. And when I saw the cover of that book, a brown girl with hair like mine, who had a telepathic connection with a dog, I saw that magical things could happen to little black girls too. And even though her vegetarianism was a very small part of the book, it stuck with me, because that was the first thing that I knew I could do. because she did it, even though old white women approached her in her own neighborhood thinking that she was in an inner city exchange program. She was still a vegetarian. She still had a telepathic connection with the dog. And you know what? So could I. I have been a vegetarian for nearly half my life, based on a fictional account about a black girl who shared visions with her dog and just happened to be a vegetarian. My vegetarianism is hinged on the fact that Sasha from my middle school grade and my daycare was the most garbage person in the world, and her parents spoiled her rotten, and I was able to get my hands on a book that I otherwise would not have seen. And here I am today. Thanks for watching. My name's Bianca, and this has been Joy of All Trades. If you want to watch someone who I share DNA with, you can subscribe to my sister, Brie Cara Amore. I will link it in the description below. Bye. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for eels. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I am several fish and not a guy.